Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, it's a little bit frosty. Nice December morning here in good old England, and yeah, in this video it's gonna be, well, a little bit different. I think I made another mistake. So if you remember the blue Lexus that well, we've been working on and drifting, and well, I swapped it for something very different. I've never had a car of this make before, and yeah, this is very unlike me. So I'm gonna go inside. It's very cold. So without further ado, this is what we got. Close it. What's that? Okay. So E36, first quick walk around. As you can see, this is a coupe, two-door, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty totty, and yeah, so we're inside and it's a little bit warmer. I don't have any heating in the garage, but it's just better to be inside than outside. So yeah, I swapped the Turbo IS200 for this. This is E36 2.8. Yeah, 2.8. It started its life as 1.8. No, I don't think you can. Well, I don't know. There was something before before I got it, I suppose. But it started its life as 1.8 liter, I guess, manual, and it was converted to 2.8 straight six. I've never had a BMW before, so I have no idea. I was told that this manifold is, well, it's an upgrade. It's M52, or I don't know my BMW, so everything is new for me. And yeah, I think let's start with a good thing. So 2.8 M50 manifold, whatever that is. I guess it just flows better. That's it. It's got coilovers. I'm not sure on the brand. Actually, I think we will open the doors simply because they're going to be more light, and you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Coilovers, it's got extended, a lot of control arms, well, manual. It's stripped inside. It's got a hydro. It's a different story. No, actually, I'm gonna show it to you. If you can see it down there, it's sort of welded to this little plate, but I don't know if you can see it, but it's not welded properly, so it just didn't stick. This is my steering wheel. The steering wheel that was here, the previous owner took it with him. Fair enough, I don't mind. The headliner, is just sagging. There is no interior. If you can see there are like 4 bolts. I think there was anti-roll, well, anti-roll bar, the roll cage or half cage. An interesting thing, damn it, is this. I don't know what they were trying to do or what the purpose of these cards, but it's just, I can assume that maybe there was some kind of like a fuel cell here, because there are 4 holes in here, but they're not even like square. I don't know, like there's this cross member welded in. This strut has the reinforcement plate welded on, I think. The other one has nothing on it. Wiring. It's a little bit sketchy. Oh yeah, this thing as well. Everything is cut out. Weight savings, I suppose. Weight saving. Yeah, this thing is stellar job. What else? Oh yeah, the exhaust tips. I don't know if you can pick it up, but it's so sharp and not even straight. I mean, it's hard to cut with the angle grinder like straight, but this is whole other level. Yeah, what else? Yeah, welded diff. I think it has some fancy ratio in it, but no idea. It's sitting on, oh, it's locked. Okay, it's sitting on the 15's BBS. 3 corners are fine. The other one is yeah, a little bit down. It doesn't have jack-in points, like literally you can put a fist. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I don't want to make it this joke, but yeah, the hole is like yay big. So this jack-in point is gone. This one is yeah, I think it's pretty much in the same condition. It's a hole of this big. The other side is a little bit better, but it will need work. Now coming back to the front, same wiring situation. It's just, oh yeah, I was told that it's got 2 fans. There's one here, which is aftermarket one, and there's stock one. When you turn the ignition on, the fans kick on, and I think it's the smaller fan, the aftermarket one, simply because it's just wired to the fuse box, and it just kicks in the moment it gets power, and it never stops. Reason why? Well, reason being, I don't know. Well, I guess this is the reason, because it's wired directly to the power. But I found the thermal switch that was supposed to be like here. So this is the red. This is the switch when the temperature, which is I don't know how many degrees, but it should send the signal. And this, I don't know if you can see, this fan would kick in normally, but as you can see, we are 2 wires short. I mean, they're just not going anywhere. What else? As I said, some coilovers. Not sure about the brand. Probably something very cheap. This thing, it's usually on not usually on, I think, 4 cylinders. I did my due diligence a little bit on a 4-cylinder. The battery sits over there. 6 cylinders BMWs. The battery is in the boot, and this is sort of like a, yeah, your lead wire going to it. But again, it's not even mounted to anything, so it just wobbles around. This thing is just looking not mounted to anything. Yeah, this wire, I guess this is a MAF sensor, or I don't think it's a MAP, it's definitely a MAF sensor. And yeah, the wire is just like rubbing against the strut. This HIDs, I'm not a big fan. It is what it is. It was a little bit crushed here, so you can see this wing and the radiator support, like the slam panel, is just yeah, there's a self tapper that doesn't go all the way into the this wing shelf or whatever you want to call it. Like on this side there's an actual bolt. Oh yeah, there's another interesting thingy. You see the dipstick? Probably a little bit dark, but you might be able to see. So if I pull it, the whole tube pulls out of the of the sump. Reason being, again, I googled stuff about BMWs, just like very basic search. Apparently, like on the 2.8 there is a mounting point on the manifold, and when you swap it to this manifold there's no mounting point, so you need to kind of like fabricate something. Otherwise it's just, yeah. Wanna check oil? Good luck with that. And it's pissing oil from there quite badly. What else? Another interesting thing in this car is I don't even know how to describe it, but you see this contraption, the motor that operates the window, and there's this arm that kind of like you can see there's this cog kind of thing that kind of goes up and down. So the idea is like there's no battery, I would have shown you, but basically on that side this thing is riveted to the door. On this side is held by cable ties. Yeah, just two, no, I'm lying, 3 cable ties. And this whole thing is just, yeah, oh yeah, I don't know if it's on purpose, but yeah, everything is a little bit ropey. The door itself, yeah, it was again mounted by this 10mm bolt. You can see that there's nut looking thing. This is I bought this actually because the whole door wasn't working. It was just sunk in and you couldn't open the door. It's still not all the way in, I don't know how, but it's just I put it in, but I didn't tighten it because it still feels like it's at an angle. Usually usually I'm saying usually, but from a factory there is like a pin or a stud that goes in, and you use like a C-clip to lock it in from behind, so there is no bolt in here. Yeah, everything is a little bit sketchy about this car, and at least now I can almost open it, but again it doesn't feel right. I kind of promised myself not to buy another project car from someone else because, oh yeah, I mean the wiring thing, wiring situation is pretty much the same in the back. Everything is exposed. There are like a bunch of cut wires that I don't know where they go to, where they're supposed to go to. Yeah, so I was saying I promised myself not to buy another project car for someone else. Yeah, I think I should have kept this promise. But on the other hand, I always like this chassis. I've never had a BMW before, so it's something new, it's something different, and I think the main reason why I decided, actually I wanted to sell the blue Lexus just to free some money for the black one. I'm considering 2JZ swap, but nowadays it's really hard to sell anything. You know, the whole economic situation, like, yeah, so I was offered this car. You might say it's a downgrade, but I always liked the boxy cars. It kind of reminds me of my first project car, which was AE86. Yes, I had one back in then. It was my first project car 15 years ago. Yeah, 15 years ago you could still buy them for a bag of peanuts. But yeah, it's boxy, it's fun, it's got this Bossozoko kind of style, like small wheels, balloon tires. That's very much up my street. It does need a lot of work. Again, the positive side, it's sort of drift ready. It's 2.8. Well, the diff, suspension, arms, it's got a pretty decent lock with those extended arms, but it does need a lot of work. I still haven't taken it to the road simply because I'm waiting for V5. V5 is a logbook basically here in the UK. It's kind of paper that tells you that you own the car, or you keeper of the car, and you can use it to tax the car. Usually you can use the green slip, but the green slip that I was given expired. So this car was off the road since 2017, and I think it just for the last year or two it was just trailered to a track. It was bitten on, and yeah, so it didn't see a lot of road time. Yeah, so this is the good thing. The bad thing, it's very sketchy. I just drove it around the house, and it's one of those things that I wouldn't want to take it to a track as is. Yeah, just you don't know what was done to it. You don't know to, I mean, everything that you saw is, yeah, it's just sketchy, and I don't have a lot of faith in it that it can survive. I mean, it might survive a track day, but I want to be sure that I go to a track day and I return to the track day from the track day back home in the car, and not on a recovery trailer or something like that. So yeah, I think I'm still thinking, I'm debating whether I should keep it and tidy it up. It needs a lot of welding, to be honest, and maybe I'll actually just jack it up right now and show you the underneath. It needs work. It needs, yeah, just general cleanup. Oh yeah, I didn't show you the windshield rust, and the windshield needs to be replaced. Like, it's got all the dents. I'm not that concerned about all these little dents and scratches and everything. Yeah, this is, I put some rust converter, so that's why it's black, but it's been flaking. It's still solid, there are no holes, but not the prettiest sight. The windshield is cracked in the middle, ideally need to be replaced. Yeah, just everything about this car just yells at you, no. I mean, it would have been fine if I had a trailer and a car to tow it with. Would have been an ideal scenario, but I don't have it, and yeah, I'm very leaning towards keeping the car, clean it up during the winter, and maybe drift it if I like it. I don't know, I still don't know if I like it. I'm not doing it properly. That's the biggest issue right now. Yeah, so the final thing, I'm gonna just check it up and show you the underneath, and then if you guys want to jump in the comments and kind of like tell me what you think, what should I do with the car, maybe you can give me some advice about the BMW, how serious it is, how bad it is, how easy it to kind of like clean it all up. Yeah, please do, because as I said, this is my first non-Jap car ever, and I have no idea what to do with it, and all the like fancy stuff like that manifold, and I did my research, but again, I'm just starting my dive into the Bavarian manufacturers. Yeah, other than that, I really like the chassis. I like the boxiness of it. I like that it's coupe. It's doesn't have the sunroof, which is awesome. Yeah, these cars, they do become, I think they are kind of like rare. They're going in price, which I mean, I'm not that bothered about that. I just want a nice car to slide around. But probably it's going to be, again, not very efficient. Is that the right word for this? To keep it around, to practice drifting. I want to put 2J into the black IS200 because like stock 1G is not. No, even with a turbo. That's the reason why I kind of like decided to part ways with the blue one. It's okay, but it's not worth the money, I think. I mean, you can turbo it. It's okay, but the gearboxes aren't great. Engines. Okay, I mean, you're looking into serious money if you want to make it reliable, and then you kind of like capped by the stock internals. I mean, you can forge it, you can put it, just there's no aftermarket support for it. Like it's there, but it's so limited, it's so expensive. You're just gonna be always like capped at the like yeah, you can say like, oh yeah, there are project cars that, I mean, you can Google and find like 1G with 500 horsepower wheel. Yeah, but how much it's gonna cost you? The reliability is an issue. That's why I'm considering 2J swap 2J GE plus T in the future. Again, it's not cheap, but I think it's the best option. You might say 1UZ, 3UZ, yeah, but yeah, anyways, that's a separate video. I'm explaining why I'm considering and all the price options. Again, you can leave your comment and just tell me what you think about that. But anyways, I digressed. Let's check the rear up, see what is hiding underneath. So maybe it's not all that bad. I hate winter. Yeah, this is the situation under the car. As you can see, everything is a bit crusty and not very pretty. The most interesting part, I guess, it's the seals. Yeah, the checking point is pretty much gone. You can see the bolts that I suppose were holding the half cage. Some pipes. I guess this is the brake line that goes to the handbrake. Like this looks, well, I don't know, looks bad, but for a BMW, I don't know if it's too bad or it's normal, you know, like your MX-5 stuff. The front, again, let's say it's more gone than not. It just, yeah. The chassis rails are quite bashed as well. You can see the, yeah, they're properly dented in. Yeah, I think it just like caved in and it just got through it. Yeah, I think maybe we just should sell it and spend the money on the 2J. Yeah, this one, you can see it's quite bad. The front is the same, so as I said, I made a mistake. Well, maybe it's not. Yeah, no, it's bad. Let's be honest, it's bad. Even chassis rails. I mean, the under the car, they're just like yeah, I think this is hysterical Lofton. Maybe a good car for someone, maybe it's a good project car for us. I don't know, guys, I don't know. As I said, let me know what you think in the comments, and meanwhile I hope that I'm gonna get my V5 before Christmas and I can take it on the road. Yeah, by the way, it's MOT'd. I got it MOT'd, that's not me. Yeah, guess that's it for for today. See you in the next one.